Don't skip past this warning. Your lives are all in immediate danger. I know what you were thinking, but please, before you roll your eyes and move on, let me explain. We accidentally released a literal fairy. This is literally a life and death situation. It started out as a fun Thursday evening, just some college kids goofing around. We thought the book we found was a fake. Who actually expects to find a real book of summoning spells at your local antique shop? Looking back, we were so naive. We chose a spell that would, quote, call forth the literal fairy. Cool, we thought. We even laughed and joked about how it could be our own personal fairy godmother. Even if it did work, which we never thought was remotely possible, what harm could a fairy do? We followed the instructions exactly, drew the pentagram, used salt to sanction a circle, we even spilled the blood of a virgin. Sorry, Maggie. And to our amazement, in a puff of smoke, a fairy appeared in the center of the circle. It was a beautiful little thing, maybe a foot tall, with delicate pointed ears, a mop of lavender hair, tiny, sharp-looking teeth, and large black eyes. Its wings sparkled like pearlized glass in the candlelight. The fairy spoke, its voice high and clear.
Thank you for freeing me from my prison. As payment for this gift of freedom, I will grant you one wish.
I feel I must explain that none of us truly expected the summoning to actually work. We went into this as naive 20-somethings, so when Maggie spoke up and said she wished for a boyfriend, all I could do was laugh at the ridiculous use of our one wish. But there was nothing to be done, and as quickly as the fairy appeared, it blinked away. We didn't know the danger we released upon the world until the following morning when we got to class. Maggie was sitting beside Jim, her new boyfriend, apparently. Sorry, class, Mr. Clark said as he ran into the room, looking sweaty and out of breath as if he had run the entire length of campus. He spreads out his papers, seeming confused, and then begins to go through his briefcase looking for something. I don't know what is going on today. I swear I would literally lose my head if... That's when it happened. Mr. Clark's head rolls clear off his shoulders, blood spraying from his carotid arteries as his body drops to the floor in an ever-growing pool of blood, his limbs twitching like a headless chicken. The world around us erupted in screams of terror, everyone pushing and running to the nearest exit. Once outside, the chaos of the classroom spreads through the hallway like dominoes falling in a row. Down the corridor, I heard Denise, an arts major, say, "Oh my God, Chelsea, it was so horrible. There was blood everywhere. Poor Mr. Clark, he was my favorite teacher. I am literally gutted that he is dead." And with a sickening rip, her stomach splits open, her small and large intestines pour through the gap in the little pink crop top she had the forethought to wear this morning. She screamed and leaned forward, trying to grab the bits of her off the floor, causing more of her entrails to slip out like a human-sized can of SpaghettiOs. The sound around us was deafening as other classmates became prey for the literal fairy, cursed by their own words. I am not sure how, but through all the bodies, the blood and hysterics, I spotted it. The small fairy, its beautiful lavender hair and dragonfly-like wings glistening with blood splatter, smiling at the mayhem it created. Please, I beg of you, be mindful of what you say, because words have power. What we once thought to just be flippant use of the English language, some stupid misnomer that everyone understands, can literally bite you in the ass. So please, be warned and be careful. I don't know where it is, but I do know the literal fairy is coming. I only pray we hid the book well enough and no one summons the grammar fairy next.